Good day. We are so back. Gonna be playing some Tekken later. Get that back on the stream. What was I doing? I have to go find these two books for these two. I don't have to, but I would like them. They did give me the one book I was looking for, though. Search the scriptorium. Novice dormitory. Hello. They're not enemies? Oh, those are enemies.
Weapon ready.
Will be terminated from here.
I see you. It's gonna be hard to hide enemies from me now. Unless they literally spawn them in. Then I'll know.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. And it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's libation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Okay. The hell happened here? Dragoon. Alexandra Monastery Directory, Dormitory Wing. That's where I came in. Scriptorium.
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. I see the good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
With integrity of our current predictions until we have regained access to the archive. In that context, I ask that you do not deviate from our normal standards of confidentiality after reviewing the following instructions. Agent of the Earth Directorate will soon be en route to Golden Ridge to speak with you. Their mission is too sensitive to be recorded here, but I ask that you do whatever you can to aid them. In return, they will be of some assistance to you as well. The fate of the Order, as well as of Arcadia, hinges on their success. Requires science. And my hack is always just a little bit too far behind. They have a massive area up here. Even to the point where one of them's complaining about it.
Layout to be intentionally confounding.
All the refugees are getting cramped in down there. It seems like the Order is like, you know, they see the forest, but they don't see the tree. They know if they do everything perfectly, they'll have everyone happy and all that. But until they get there, they're quite blind to the current issues, or at least easy to just distract them and be like, you know, we're working toward the big goal here.
Onto a test of order aptitude.
Oh, seen some people that way. Key punch users manual. This manual covers the basics of how to operate the monastery's auto-pneumatic key punch. It also contains detailed information on preparing shipments of completed punch cards to send to Cloister. Y'all got any books?
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again?
Start taking out. We can't risk them killing the hostages. We don't have time to spare on what might be a bluff. Let them die. The only thing that matters is catching up the breeze. I'm open to opinions.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Like
I
the
love
cut of your
that.
jib. Hard way it is then.
Raise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but he didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits!
Kept going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs. That must be where he hid the key to stop the press. Hurry!
Like a save, just in case.
Normally, I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
Orb here.
Aggressor at hand. Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Oops.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Quite tanky.
Target analyzed. Vitals are
What?
in the right command.
What? I swear, like 2 shots just went straight through him.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Either restore my life or avenge my death. Locking them down, taking the fight out of them.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Hostilities are up. Check your scopes for
Oh, that's a good
combatant
show.
analysis.
Save hostages. And engineering or that brawny trait have stopped me from getting in so many doors. It's like a Rube Goldberg machine. Scriptorium, I need in there. Oops. The real numbers, the casualties of appeasement. Oh. I got one of them.
Way to get the ball rolling. laborious exercise is obviously intended to consume precious time.
True. But we knew that. I'm surprised that that actually give us the thing.
Didn't I tell you our friend would be there? Hurry! Disable the coin press machine!
Why do I feel like this is gonna crush them? It controls the auto pneumatic key punch. The lever cannot be used to disable or fully activate it. Kill the hostage. That would be such a like mind fuck for Wily. Like, I go through all of that and I just deliberately kill them. Like, I really want to play through this game as like a stealthy, like, evil psychopath. Like, it seems like there's a lot of really fun options.
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
I love how they wrote Azza.
Be okay here for now. Go pay Wiley his just dividends. For all of us.
But like how they've written her in a way that's like, she's clearly like, you know, she just loves killing people. But they don't want you to feel like if you're doing a good guy playthrough that you can't bring her. So they just make it so like, bro, we should be the ones killing hostages. So we have to save them so that we can kill them. How do I get into the script for it? Maybe I go in from the other side. Where is that showing me when I jump up here? That'll be from like over there. Maybe this staircase? Not sure. I was half expecting the game just to be like, oh, he chose the evil path. Ah, well, this is the script for it. Or the book. The book? The book. Please tell me this just leads straight over to where they are. That'd be really nice. Oh, we're here. I just missed that door.
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh?
So there's a complete waste. Who's right?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation.
That's what I was
An
saying.
annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
But have you also considered that existence is a curse and consciousness is a prison? What? I was right about it being a loop balance and never gets more violence. Anchorus gets it now, going to war sometimes an act of self-defense. What kind of crazy circular logic is that? I swear you two just like to argue. But have you also considered that existence is a curse and consciousness a prison?
I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Spreads. It has that effect on people.
Mental carceration and the potential unreality of conscious experience adds an interesting dimension to the argument. It's certainly worth exploring.
Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guest with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature of his conclusion. Armor or weapon?
The weapon's probably more interesting. If it was heavy armor, I'd say yes. The heavy armor. But I don't know what it's going to be. So give me a cool gun. It's going to be a science gun, though. I'm not really using those. Give me the gun.
Very well. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials. We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until we next confer.
Just sit and watch them read for 4 hours. Ooh, okay. Might actually be kind of cool. It's not like a unique weapon, though, which I thought it might be. Machine gun. Oh, it tells you if you know the recipe. No, let me be right back. 2 minutes. Oh, this will have been the main way in. I just didn't even bother to check.
At least it was a clean dissection. Roger would appreciate that, I think. Void it all! Hey! Body's not even cold yet! Show... Roger always said... Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Sears claim?
Oh, what's in here? Ah. Okay, random. Thought that box looked lootable for a sec. Yeah, let's save again, just in case I die right here. I'd have to do all that again.
I'll handle this.
Well, this thing is strong.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Oh, ow, ow. What the fuck is that? Ow.
Back and scan.
Why is this thing so strong? It says 92 times 3, but where's the... Is that firing 3 shots? Hard to tell. When it's hip fire, it's burst, but... Huh. Oh, last mural. Yes. What did I get from that? It's a perk. XP from companion kills, 10%. I mean, they're not really gonna be killing a whole lot. So. Oh. On all the bells.
Combat problem. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Go for torpification.
Oh yeah, shit.
Bloodshed.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
What happened to you?
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
This gun is so good. I wonder if this will be another opportunity to like talk someone out of it. I kind of get the feeling that he might just be like, nah, there's no talking me out of this one. Look to the orrery in front of the observatory to solve this riddle. Oh no. First dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit Elysium. The second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. The final dial should be set to the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation. Based on your astronomical observations, enter the completed code nearby within the observatory. You find an apparatus with 3 digits. With 3 dials that can be set to either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What number will you turn the first dial to? Look to the orrery in front of the observatory. Why was that so loud? What the fuck was that? Is that an orrery? The observatory, which one's that? Is it just the big tower? Is this like where I'm at now? Is it that? Hang on. I'll just look up before I... What is an orrery? Mechanical model of the solar system. Okay, so yeah, that is it. Please don't make that loud sound every time, please. Look to the right in front of the observatory salvage. The first dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit Elysium. So that was 1. Second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. Final dial should be the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation. So 1 is the first one. Second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. Jesus Christ, is it going to do that every time? So I don't know which is which on this. Is that Dorado? Should be the center of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. I'm gonna put 1 again. That same click again. Seems you're on the right track. 1 dial left. Final dial should be set to the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation. Okay. Number of times Eden orbits Elysium. Is Eden the moon around Elysium? Orbits Elysium. They're all orbiting Elysium. I'm imagining this is going to be 5. Loud noise. So is it that one? So 1. 2. 3. And 4, maybe? If I'm doing that right? Turn less out. Nothing happens. Maybe a clue. Rip the dials off the apparatus. No, I'm pretty sure. So 1, 1, 3? No. 1, 1, 5. 2? Wait. I've done all the numbers then. So none of that works? Oh wait, hang on. Oh, they're all yeah, they're all fucking moons. They're all orbiting it. It's 4. It's 4, 1. The first dial was just incorrect. Wait, 2 then? So, I'm not sure. First dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit Elysium. Second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. Is there a map showing the names of these fucking things? Is this gonna come?
Look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically proving its pointlessness.
Universe large, unknowable, or so it was once believed. Matriarch Alexandra Varric's invention of the skip drive changed everything, a crowning achievement in the history of scientific progress. Skip drives bring us one step closer to our collective goal of cataloging our infinite universe each and every day. The chart serves as but a tiny piece of that grand universal puzzle, depicting several suns that have allowed humanity's best and brightest to flourish amidst the stars. The foremost of these being, of course, Arcadia. Okay, maybe I should have came down here first. Experimental weapons technology, the Oracle, created in collaboration with Sir Landon Wiley and archivist Victor Clemens of Alexandra Monastery. The Oracle is the next evolution in predictive weapons technology. Oh, this is the one that auto shoots. I have this. Abbott's Universal Key. No expense was spared for the construction of a simulacrum of Arcadia's wise progenitor, the matriarch Alexandra Varric, captured in larger-than-life detail as befitting the immensity of her contributions to science. Designs for the iconic statue took place over the course of several lengthy months, involving countless iteration and much heated debate, particularly about the telescope size and direction. Hemera. Closest to the star Arcadia, bearer of crushing gravitational strength and blistering heat. Why should you be so maligned? For you are so valuable as any other heavenly body, and perhaps even more beautiful. Untouched by majority though you may be, some of our species still have good fortune to brave your elements, to see your supervolcanoes, their molten metal rains firsthand. The mining facilities that these individuals inhabit bring valuable metals and minerals to the rest of the system. For this we thank you. Perhaps someday we might develop means to live in places other than your darkest recesses, but until that day we admire you from afar. Okay. Elysium. Gentle giant Elysium. Despite your formidable appearance, you bear more life than might think. Amongst your many moons, minuscule compared to your immense glory, there lingers not just one, but a whopping handful of places habitable by any wishing to see you overtaking the sky at night. Between these habitable motes and your lustrous green hue, it should only seem logical to dub you Elysium, as the Elysian fields of yore. Yet to be found. So, loud. So that is Elysium, right? One in the middle? Am I tripping? The number of moons that orbit Elysium. But how do I know which one's Dorado? They're all orbiting Elysium. So that's 4 moons. First, second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. Final dial should be set to the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor. So if the two on the far are Praetor and Cloister, then Dorado must be that one, which means there's 1 moon. And the final dial should set the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation. So it should be the one in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be 4 then. After rotating the third dial to the proper position, the wall next to you begins to creak and whir. Congratulations, you solved the puzzle and without crying once. Nice. More damage. Not sure how I feel about some of the big rewards for some of these things, being a pitch ball card that gives you plus 1% damage. That's just a me thing. Let's make some heavy ammo. Pricey. Oh, Eden. There it is. I didn't want to come down this hallway because I thought it was going to, like, activate something. Oh, this is the one he stole. The orb he stole for his little puzzle. They love setting up their confrontations like this.
Spell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you.
I'd never sacrifice innocence. Now it's time to put a stop to your machinations, fiend. Smarter man would have run while he had the chance.
Oh, I think my average walking speed will suffice once I've finished dispatching you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything.
Oh, so it's Augustine, is it? I didn't realize you two were so close. Why are you doing all this? Your faith in DeVries is misplaced. She's just using you. Especially given his background, like his whole, like, he was kind of getting shafted from moving up, so it feels like he's being very used.
That's preposterous. In a transparent attempt at sowing discord between us, I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, you misunderstand the basic fundamentals of my objectives. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan.
Yeah, you tell him.
This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Let Marisol work.
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint. No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
Yeah, what she said, Marisol's right, even Abbott no longer has faith in you. I don't know if that's actually a good thing to say. Rachel's right, even Abbott no longer has faith in you. Yeah, the Abbott's a fucking dumbass, though. He's not gonna care if I say that.
What in the architect's computational summary are you on about?
Abbott's been hinting at your incompetence to anyone who will listen.
That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare.
It's true, he told me himself. You're right, I admitted it all up. I can't believe you'd figured it out. You call yourself a seer. Pathetic. It's true, he told me himself.
But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct.
Your calculations are falling apart. Stand down or I'll have to take you apart too. Vision you were worthless. She only left you here to stall me. Confuse.
How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What could I have done? Where did I err?
You became lost the moment you decided to value ideals over people's lives. The feeling you're experiencing right now is guilt. You made a mistake. Admit it. Oh, your embarrassment. I wonder you even got as far as you did. The feeling you're experiencing right now is guilt. You made a mistake. Admit it.
Enough! Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse. Though, I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down, and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately. The fool I was, to believe I mattered in the plan's grand scheme.
Seems not too difficult so far to talk people out of these things, but mostly it's from information that I'm finding and not so much the conversations themselves.
Leave me be. I've no more predictions. Stop.
Augustine DeVries, subject, the time is upon us.
Worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced.
Urgent update.
I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
Compose reply? Copy peace talks. Well, we've been reasoning, so we'll reason with her. Whatever you're planning, please... From me. It's weird saying it like this. Whatever you're planning, please reconsider. I know you have your reasons, and they probably feel like good ones. Look at what you've done. But look at what you've done, Augustine. Augustine, is all this carnage worth it? We're a good Earth Directorate agent once, the best among us. You could be that again. Just stop before it's too late. Compose a different one. Oh, just a threat. Level up. Yeah. Like, so far, like, my speech being at 10 isn't, like, helping me in these situations, really. This is interesting. Like, it's helping in conversations, but when it comes to these big moments, it's more about what information I know and what options I pick. There hasn't just been a pick this to win speech option, which is nice.
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
I'm assuming when I walk out here, the Abbot is going to be here. And then he can give me that key to get the gun. Give me the smart gun. Oh, there he is.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley.
Thankfully, he was amenable to reason and stood down.
I'm greatly relieved to hear it. Did he mention me at all?
I wasn't happy to learn about you sabotaging his career. He called you hopeless and ineffectual, some friend. In what way?
Allow me to reframe my inquiry. Did he show remorse for his actions? Any regret for betraying those who fitted him inside the narrow circumference of their trust?
Inexplicably, but I'll leave you to judge that when you speak to him. He wasn't too happy to learn about you sabotaging his career. I don't know if he felt bad about stabbing you in the back. Answer's no. That's it. After what he said. Not explicitly. I'll leave you to judge when you speak to him. He wasn't too happy. Wait, I didn't tell him that he was being sabotaged, though. I just told him that there was problems in his math.
I'd rather hope that would not come to light. I gather he did not receive the revelation well. I'm sure you also think me to blame for all of this. But you have to understand my position. How ill-equipped all in the Order are for this new world. With the schism and now the war, the Order stands alone for the first time in its storied history. We have no experience with governance. Well, myself especially.
And learn isn't that what the Order's whole stick? I understand the Order's in a difficult spot, but I believe it can rise to the occasion. You could stop there, do what it came to, deal with your guilt in your own time. Then learn, isn't that what the Order's whole stick is?
Education takes time. And that is the one thing the Order does not seem to have in abundance these days. Still, I take your meaning. We must do better. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable as the business was. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to
the plan.
Go with the plan.
Oh, it's got the lock-on thing that the rocket has. Okay. I like how, in this game, like, ooh, that's insane. In Cyberpunk, there's just, like, a manufacturer that just makes them.
I will not stand in the way of your pursuit of the malicious actors responsible for engineering this takeover. Go before Christmas.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery index. My goodness, you novices in your theatrics.
You still looking at him?
Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation?
cloud texture seam right there. Grizzly experiment yields little data.
The savior. How can I be of service?
To the ship. Auto hacker. The Lonesome Ranger. One combat not attacking. Damage every 2 seconds when your next attack. Wait, while in combat and not attacking, gain plus 33% damage every 2 seconds until you next attack, reload, or swap weapon. So, yeah, just taking your time and going for headshots. But if you do the headshots too fast, then punished.
Commander, we should put our heads together while we have time.
Everyone's here.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
You have a plan, Commander? If not, may I suggest unrestrained carnage tends to grab people's attention.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
The lives of millions are in our hands. We're going to stop the fiendish DeVries at once. I hate these lines so much. It'll only be just because she took us by surprise this time. We have the advantage. Delegations brought their own security, right?
I hope all you Earth Directorate types aren't as bad as she is at covering your tracks.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Who needs planning when you have luck? Marisol specifically. Any idea what we'll face more specifically?
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Alright. What's this? Oh, okay. So when we go to fight her, we're going to get DeVries on that station. We're definitely bringing Niles, because that's just story business right there.
The hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well.
Oh, the murals are up here. Let's go.
Victor
wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
Since you clearly had a professional crush on him. I'm kind of tempted to say that. I hope this is delivered in a cheeky sense.
Hotshot Earth Directorate agent swoops in to liberate your colony, sets you on a new exciting path, and you're telling me you wouldn't have been a bit smitten?
See, I rest my case.
Good law. I was a kid with a crush, like you said. It wasn't serious. If anything, I wanted to be DeVries. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
You still can.
I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed. Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about... or gave it away. Apart from it being in my private quarters. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good.
Give me 1 sec.
I don't know. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who betrayed her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud. You know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just... nothing. Static. All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget. Kind of you to say, Commander. I hope it continues to be true. No, burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. It means nothing to me now anyway.
Wait, I can just say it again. So it obviously seems like this is supposed to be some big, like, point in the game. Like, it almost seems like it's an ending point with the way this is going. But we're only just about, like, over halfway of levels, so... Alice builds self-repairing armor plates to protect him from damage. These plates are destroyed after taking moderate damage, but are automatically repaired every 3 seconds as long as he doesn't take damage. There's a cloaking device for his armor, granting himself camouflage when he drops to half health. While camouflaged enemies will have trouble targeting Alice and his attacks deal bonus damage. Honestly, the Ghost Ray one's probably better for him. Interesting. Suffering a hostile effect, immediately clearing the status. That's cool. Full of plasma. The healing mist probably isn't that good considering she tends to teleport.
The cultist known as Azza has been admitted to the ship roster. Among her registered weapons is what she refers to as her disemboweling knife. This unit reminds the commander that anticoagulants are your first line of defense when injury occurs.
Wait, she's down here usually, isn't she?
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
Interesting. Didn't ask for your opinion. Didn't ask.
Sure, let's go with that. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Okay, now I'm actually feeling, because I think Marisol might be really good to bring, considering DeVries is an order splinter. She was really good with Wiley. She can just speak his language.
Agent, what do you need? Whatever's on your mind.
We're a secret order math assassin. What'd you kill people with? Long-form division?
Another crack like that, and you might just find out. Our department employed a variety of methods to obviate hindrances and threats to the Order's efforts. We were considered wardens of the Grand Plan, helping correct it when needed.
Aren't we all effectively wardens of the Grand Plan?
All of us are part of the plan. We follow the path intended for us by the Architect. We should, at least. Now and then, some push back against their path, but it never ends well. Corrections can take time, even delay in the solving of the equation. That's where we came in, to get things back on track in the timeliest of manners. May the...
So there's still a companion here. That's the toilet. This room's taken. This room's taken. Keep still to avoid poisoning, incapacitation, and or death. Unless any of those three things does it for you, then by all means. Why have we got that there? Yeah, so there's still one companion to get. I like your room. These riff sketches are labeled with frantic notations and equations which make them all the more unsettling. Lovingly, if maniacally, produce drawings of the space anomaly. At least these ones are relatively not terrifying. It's torn and bloodied.
What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story.
I wanted to get your opinion on the crew. This will be interesting.
Who exactly?
What do you think of Niles?
Niles? He's fun to torment. I mean, he's equal parts enthusiastic and naive, even with all he's gone through.
What's your opinion on Val?
I find her amusing. In a best not to torment her or she'll kill us all kind of way, which I completely respect.
Of course I do. What's not to like? To envy? Her style, her lethality. Oh, she's a professional for Architect's sake. I wish I'd known about her department when I was growing up. Even as a child, I know they'd have seen my potential.
Not only does she possess more heart than your standard corporatist flunky, she's a great deal smarter as well. Don't tell her I said so. Such as? What? Sorry.
Such as?
Just not a whole lot to talk about. Yeah. Oh, we got a little...
You sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
That's fun. Like how that's consistent even with the... In the intro, when you start on the ship and he talks to you right here, he then goes down there, you know, we speak with DeVries and get briefed and stuff. But if you jump off here, he comments on the fact that you just leapt over the thing instead of taking the stairs. It's fun that that's consistent. Alright, so we need to do Az's quest. And then when we go to deal with DeVries, we need to bring Inez and Niles. I really do like, as long as you're speaking to the companions, the game is kind of subtly going, hey, you should probably bring these two. You should probably bring these two. These two would be like the good ones to bring here. So Inez and Niles, you know. I would have thought Marisol, because of the whole order and equation and math stuff, she might be able to do some business there, but... Wait, so... Wait, is Dorado a new one? Wait, where are we? Paradise Island. We'll bring you two until we've done that quest. I'm gonna swap you. Also, didn't really need to go guessing the rooms for the companion. I forgot it just showed you there. Oh, the one little bit I hadn't been to. Very nice. That bloody works out, doesn't it? I wonder what you'll say about letting me across this
What do we owe the pleasure? Stranger, these are dark times indeed. Our Vox relay is gone. I thought it impenetrable once, but there is still light. With Montelli gone, with Montelli's fearless sacrifice, those of us who remain can rebuild without fear of unjust retribution. And I shall not give up this bridge to the invaders, even if all that's left of this island is dust and blood.
Okay. I do wonder... The Protectorate seems to have taken a bit of a back seat. So I'm wondering where they're gonna come into this again. Ow. Forgot how actually well hidden mines are. I'm wondering, like, at these peace talks, are the Protectorate there? Or is it just the Order and Auntie's choice? Beep boop.
Fortificator at ready status.
Hello.
Investigating hostile.
Oh my god, that grenade is insane.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Step aside. Swine, all on the wrist.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs...
Kleptomania. You just have to have it. Doesn't matter what it is, but if it isn't yours, you want it. You'll occasionally steal things automatically, but anything you've stolen sells for significantly more. Warning, this flaw significantly changes the experience while in settlements, not advice for players looking for a relaxing experience in towns. That I did see about this one in like the trailers and stuff. This one's very funny. I'm not taking it, but 100% vendor buying price for stolen items. Like you're gonna have some money with that. But
Still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
go into any town, look at anything, and there's just a chance you might auto steal it. Hello.
Elsa, why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
Well, what? What do you think, Azza?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know what in the architect's name he's going on about. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it.
Maybe we shouldn't be so hasty.
Why the fuck not?
I love that. I just thought it'd be funnier if you thought he had a chance before you killed him.
You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a cysty pig on a spit. Enemy in target animal.
Ow.
Lay down fire. I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
Couldn't the message have been faked? Official order or not, they should have known better than to cross you. What are you gonna do now? Do you regret killing them?
Of course not. What a ridiculous question.
It's okay to admit it.
You think that I'm like you, but I'm no longer bound by social restraints or pedestrian things like regret. So were I even to imply I felt remorse, that I wish I'd perhaps approached this with a more logical bent and not slaughtered these loyal Dawn members, it would mean nothing.
Couldn't have been faked?
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
Official order or not, they should have known that crossing would be better. Happy affiliate anniversary? Is it? Thank you. Alright, moving on. What are you gonna do now?
I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think.
True, true. Alright. Azza's mod kit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do that at a bench.
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.
I'm highly vexed. You ever just been vexed? Oh. Yeah, still got a whole thing to do with them as well. Gotta be able to do something. No way they're getting marked on the map for now. Oh yeah, I should probably return to that bartender. It's been a long time. Also need to do that back there. Still haven't found those compression coils. Probably never will. One sec. I need 3 more for them. Why do you always have a speech bubble?
Golden Ridge. If we hadn't eased the pressure between the Order and the troops at Outpost Opportunity, the kettle would have blown its top eventually. Instead, the ceasefire can remain in place, and folk can sleep soundly. Thank you.
That's me.
Trying real hard not to be insubordinate-like, Commander. But this Azza, she ain't right in the head. We got enough to worry about as it is, and
she's
adding
funny,
this
though.
much chaos to our little crew can't end well. You sure we ought to be helping her?
Who amongst us hasn't wanted to kill a colleague before?
I'll try to keep an open mind, Commander. But if she comes at me with a knife, I ain't gonna be the one left bleeding. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out. Don't mind me. Just hydrating my... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Always has the speech bubble. Oh, it's the speech bubble. Perfect. 11. Alright, bartender. I actually caught one of the stream streak things this time. Happened to be looking at that way when I updated. Where am I going? Right here. This is just going to hand in thingy. Oh, that reminds me. Before I forget. What are you doing? As his weapon now deals shock damage, has significantly increased damage. As his weapon now inflicts bleed and has increased damage. Yeah, the bleed, that makes sense for her. She likes to bleed. Grants immediate plasma side effects and increases the effectiveness of armor. Shocks at plasma is probably better. So I'm going to guess that this thing that I'll be going to do, this main quest, after we're done handing these in, that's going to be like the halfway point of the game. And I think companion quests will probably open up again after this, because it seems like they're all kind of at a bit of a stalling point currently.
are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot is stationed in Golden Ridge, and all she repeats is endless military twaddle.
Don't tell me you prefer the old days when you were protectorate. For my part, I sure as hell ain't going back to Cal 7.
I'm also surprised, yeah, that there isn't more going on here. Oh, that reminds me. I can get into this room now. Probably won't matter because it was for that quest and I just bought the stuff to do that one, so. Simple as that. Soot smeared journal. Last night I did not wake up screaming. This is the first since the crash. Unfortunately, I think it was due to hitting my head on an overhang before I passed out and not due to getting over what happened. I wish I did not feel the guilt of my survival, my dead colleagues' final words, the blare of the klaxon, the ship shuddering beneath my feet as it crashed into this asteroid. It's a mishmash of sound and noise and bright light that rings in my ears even 9 months later. Game Free Market Station does not have someone able to help with the matters such as these. Closest thing is that doctor, and last time I went to see her, I returned 1 molar fewer. Oh, gluttony. Food, food, food. You don't let a single bite or drop go to waste. Your food and drink now heal for more, but you move a bit slower in combat. I'm fat. A bit of fat perk, but food heals more. I do not need that. That's a funny one, though. Game just walked up to me like, hey, you looking a little... Belt's looking a little tight there. I could see it being funny to do like an all flaw run. You just take whatever flaw the game gives you. Be a fucked up experience. Let's go talk to Lydia upstairs first before I talk to them.
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports.
I have some on guard.
Though you shall not sporting. Let us do battle. That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No. Your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me.
A worthy adversary, but not worthy enough.
Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress. I understand your impatience, but wait just a moment longer.
Oh, do we have to go somewhere? A blue mini rockets. The hell is that? Oh, hold on.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection. Behold!
Spectrum Dance Saber. Perform the prompted dance action to keep the beat alive. Huh? Pitch ball machine. Fires explosive pitch balls. Damage increases with the number of collected toss ball and pitch ball cards. That's funny. A new point of view, Mark II. See the world through a cutting-edge digital filter. If you're defeated while wearing this helmet, you may pay 2,000 bits to continue. Upon revive, plus 50% damage for 30 seconds. That's weird. Fun, though. Jackpot. Hit at least 3 times for a free spin, match 2 reels for a prize, match all 3 to win the jackpot. Matt Booty. That's the Xbox guy. This is all really expensive. Too bad it's not, none of it's really relevant for how I play the game. It's very sad.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me. In the wake of my defeat, I've taken a brief break. I'm contemplating what I might collect next. I've heard sprats are rarely born with mutations like extra toes and acid vision. Perhaps I'll start an exotic sprat farm. Then I could pit my sprats against opposing farm sprats. Battle sprats. Imagine the merchandising opportunities. Eat your heart out, Auntie Cleo.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about
That was
is
like
going
2
well.
weeks ago.
Libations or information? What's your poison?
Into the camp. You wanted us to look at.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired.
Hard to take much solace in that with so many dead. Wasn't easy, but we did it. What am I saying? Maybe I should have been an inspector?
Unraveling the truth of things was anything but simple. Considering the circumstances and your nature as an outsider, I think you did well.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind?
I'll check it out.
Sharp. I like it. Thank you kindly.
Bypass passcode. Retrieve document ACS Free Market. ACS Free Market forms. Comprising findings. Angela, I'm hereby tripling my fee. I specifically left Auntie Cleo's to get away from all the void damned paperwork. Then you asked me to go hunting through old ship documents. Took me 20 plus hours to do all the searching. Worse is that we can't even meaningfully cash in on the wreck. There was one behemoth of a salvaging agreement out on it dating from a couple of months before the invasion. When it went down, somebody came in, stripped the most valuable components and made a fortune. Everything left ain't worth expensive picking through. Sorry to disappoint you, but except I ain't. Mr. Desmond Buchanan Milver Street. Comprising findings. Milver Street keeps a tight lid on his public persona. Figures, since the way he presents himself is how he keeps his bits flowing. No dead sprats in his closet, no red in his record. One of our people spotted him wandering around some backwater on Paradise Island in the wee hours of the morning, wearing naught but his hat. Got no idea what might make use of this information, but you know how it is in Auntie's choice. Any dirt's good enough. Interesting. Hello. The broke his secret headquarters. Hey. I wonder if I could have just done this. Seen them all. I didn't really need to find the broker, did I? I'm struggling. I don't think I needed to at all. I think I was just doing that to help the dude up there.
anyone had asked me, I had to put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
So Subroto supposed to seem friend. Why make me jump through hoops? There's a couple of quests I could have done.
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body, though when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Someone want to fill me on what's going on? I knew there'd be intrigue.
I shall in time, when fewer prying ears abound.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company.
I wonder if
Speak
this
to me
guy
outside, if you would.
a
There's something
companion.
I'd care to ask you.
Have I just been delaying a new companion for so long? Because I haven't pulled in that quest.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Huh.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject directly from Bastion, middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject?
Yo, number up, number down, oh, number up, oh, stock
You're
market.
jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen Asiatics. We're all just vomitous with envy.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
Agent of the Protectorate would lower themselves to work with a third party.
I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Supreme Arbiter. Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less than I'd hoped, but it was at least a start. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship, and no support.
Has the Protectorate sanctioned this investigation?
My colleagues have accepted that her death was a natural one. Questioning an explanation of that nature is foolish, dangerous even. Nonetheless, the circumstances of her death trouble me. I cannot allow myself to accept the explanation that's been put forth without investigating to the fullest of my abilities.
Who do you think killed her?
I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Suffice it to say, for now, that I fear the true killer is within the Protectorate.
I think that a high-ranking Arbiter would have their own ship.
Utilizing one of our craft for independent purposes would have rendered me conspicuous. I knew Sub Rosa would offer steady transport as long as I paid their exorbitant fees, just as I knew they would collect information on my every movement. But I neither trust them nor have the funds to continue this relationship for much longer. You, on the other hand, have proven to be a capable partner.
How do I know I can trust you?
I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, the pact would be nigh unbreakable, barring some extreme action on your part.
Suppose I'm convinced. You can accompany me, but you need to follow my orders.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
I will be dealing with people of multiple factions. No killing them without my go-ahead. On my ship, expect to clear away. Just be nice. Just be nice. No killing them without my go-ahead.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt
I had to
end.
throw in that unprovoked thing. Seems reasonable.
Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Rubbing shoulders with Protectorate arbiters now, are we? I'll reserve judgment. Hopefully, he can as well.
But I was hoping to peruse the shopkeeper's wares to see what they had with sharp, barbed, or serrated edges. We're all three. Fine, I'm going.
Let us be off, Commander.
Oh, and there's his helmet. Not what I expected. I expected, like, hair to be, like, really, like, short, trimmed and stuff.
Bending my ear? I hope you intend to point me towards someone in need of judgment.
Sounds like he's still talking through a helmet.
Certainly. I consider myself an open tome. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my
I think I like the helmet thing. 'Cause I do like some of their helmets. They look really cool. Like Az's and his look really cool. So I think I'll do the default so that they're off in the ship.
my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin. Why, he is of the Matriarch's direct lineage.
That part I get. What does it matter?
Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided.
Meddlers. But the Sentinels and Arbiters different.
In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinels' case. Where Arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, the Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you
Loud-ass
might
tractor
expect,
just went by.
They are the Consul's pet project. Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros. alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her proteges to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an Arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime.
Anyone else? Why do you think the Supreme Arbiter taught you to back up your judgments?
As the Protectorate's most elite, we proteges needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Alas.
I'm surprised corruption isn't a bigger problem with the Arbiters.
An Arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad.
Keeps folk law abiding, I guess not so bad. Sounds like you've just created a system where no one can ever step out of line.
Why would they need to? The Protectorate provides everything any individual could want. Anything beyond the norm is unnecessary at best and actively traitorous at worst. Ask, and I shall answer. I suspect there is a rock in my boot. Thankfully, an Arbiter is capable of withstanding even the most fearsome discomfort. Speak freely.
It's very brave of you. Alright, so I guess we got our last companion then. Please let me fast travel to the ship. Please let me fast travel to the ship. Please let me fast travel to the ship. I can't zoom in any more than this.
Just heard back. The higher-up finally decided to get
A Protectorate fella on the ship might cause a few schisms here, maybe?
Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you. Now that we're out of pulping distance, are you sure about recruiting that Arbiter? That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. But how much can we trust the hand wielding it?
Seems fairly upright to me. I know who's watching my back row would be a fool to try anything with you around. Not to worry, I'll shoot him if he gets out of line.
I'm flattered. But if there's any match to be made for a Directorate agent, you've just brought him onto our ship. Armed. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once.
Yeah, probably shouldn't trust him by the actions of his compatriots.
What's that saying? You are the company you keep?
And now we're the company he keeps.
That optimism of yours never flags, no waves, does it? Maybe you're right to give him a chance. But I'll be keeping my lamps on him, just in case things go the other way. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind?
This again.
Marisol settling nicely? Well, I assume so. I'm actually a little scared to ask. She's like a character from the Zane and Buddy serials come to life. I mean, the end point? Tell me that don't just scream lead ne'er-do-well in a suspenseful two-parter. Maybe don't tell her I said that, though. I'm all for giving folks a chance, but a cultist, Commander? Really?
I'll say you should probably have more issue with that one.
Skills like a willingness to launch yourself into a rift, you mean? Yeah, very useful. Leaving all else aside, the problem is that we don't know this woman, and she's not giving us much cause to trust her. In fact, I say it's just the opposite.
You're only saying that because she's killed people and wants to kill more.
All right, Commander. I'll play nice. Anyway, need something, Commander? Is it me, or has my... Anyway, need something?
Okay, that's all your stuff. You're probably going to have a major issue with this.
So, Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent. Dead mentor, apparent cover-up, sure. I'd be mad too. But why do we have to be the ones to help him? Hasn't he got any other Protectorate hullheads to come to his aid? Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy, Commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot.
Ooh, that's a fucking nasty one to retort with.
Yeah, but do the rest of us deserve to be put at risk? I ain't just saying this to be contrary, Commander. If he actually agrees to keep the peace, then fine, but I still gotta maintain due diligence. You should too. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out. What I wouldn't give for a... Got something that needs doing,
Purpleberry Crunch.
Commander.
Oh, you just don't care.
What do you need, Commander?
You're just like, oh, whatever. Very orderly. Clip to be just so. Chris insists this growing library of research material is strictly to help him understand the common criminal mind. Some issues are also a trove of information for anyone curious about the universe outside of the Protectorate. Ooh.
Let's see how well you Arbiters know basic history. Who constructed the archive?
The Matriarch did, of course. Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex piece of machinery?
Inaccurate. It was Presiding Bishop Audley, the first Presiding Bishop. The Matriarch gave permission, but he's the one who oversaw its actual construction.
I knew that. This is the problem with you mathematical sycophants. There's always some technicality that conveniently proves you right.
Oh, thank you for agreeing I was proven right, Rao. How magnanimous of you.
These two are excellent.
Did you need something? May all...
This ship is certainly... quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other. Inez's grafts are unthinkable. Simply to get ahead, Auntie's Choice expected her to permanently manifest a Raptidon limb? A Crabble Claw? Sovereign's mercy. It appears she lives a life of constant self-maintenance, lest her grafts break down. Not to mention the discomfiture and pain of bearing a foreign edition. Not that it bothers me. She is an enemy of the Protectorate, after all. We would never afflict one of our own with such a fate. Certainly, I consider myself an open
What's your opinion of the
toad.
Kiryu?
Who amongst our motley assortment would you care to discuss? I find Agent Ibarra most curious. His system of values differs from my own, but not so much as I would expect. I look forward to understanding him better. He faces an interesting dilemma as an isolated member of the Earth Directorate. As do you, of course. I hope you both remain steadfast to your values. She is an endearing piece of engineering. Her continued functionality, despite her advanced age, speaks to a skilled caretaker, though she retains certain quirks. Earlier, she bumped into my head, bleating, "Please do your part to keep the incognito clean. Remove any and all foreign mineral deposits." She is an enemy combatant, and were I not in your command, I would be honor-bound to bring her low. Yet, she is also oddly intriguing. She does not possess the scavenger's appetite of her colleagues. Perhaps if I came to know her better, I might, find techniques to use against her fellows. Her decision to break from the corporatists is impressive indeed. I merely hope it does not muddy the waters of her resolve.
Any thoughts on our order, colleague?
Marisol possesses a calculating resolve that has nothing to do with mathematics. Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I can work alongside her, but I shall keep my guard high nonetheless. I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever why you would choose to bring a deranged cultist aboard. Aza's kind plagued Arcadia even before the invasion. To be forced to call her colleague is almost more than I can bear. I can only hope she does not see it fit to pilot our ship into a rift to sate her own macabre ambitions. Verily, idle gossip.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing, and really funny.
Wouldn't have expected that from him. That looks real nice. Man, see, moments like this are where I'm really happy to have an OLED monitor. The colors just pop so well. It really just adds so much life to this room. Okay, so it seems like his companion quest doesn't have a second step yet, I guess, because you find him... I was going to say so much later, but you don't really find him that much later. Could have had him quite long ago, actually. But I guess we've kind of done the first step of his questline in being to get him as a follower. I guess we're going to Tranquility Substation. However, it's been near enough 2.5 hours. I'm going to take a break and get some food, because I didn't get lunch before I started streaming, so I am hungry. So, clips, BRB, then we go to next location. Come back. Ooh. Ready. Alright. Greater Tranquility Station. It's time. Looks like the Vox relay. Boop.
No offense to Val, but it's anyway. Need something.
So, that is a big hammer. Holy shit. I would love to take you, but I promised these two.
rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
The rifts.
No way I can go in here, right? Oh shit. What, so is this supposed to be DeVries' ship or something?
Every moment we linger in this shell of a place, we're giving DeVries that much more time to enact her plans.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? But why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
The satellite bears scorch marks, presumably from atmospheric re-entry. Its panels have been tampered with and all data cartridges have been extracted. Private General, I cannot shake my last meeting with Victor from my mind. In the midst of discussing our plans, he quietly commented that I had a desperation about me. Is he really so daft? How could I not be desperate? Our very survival is on the line. For years we've gone over the numbers, sharing our fears and rage over the Order's inaction regarding the rifts. This may be the last chance to prove their original predictions right. As I make the approach to greater tranquility, my desperation grows. Could I possibly have misinterpreted the numbers? Or were the numbers themselves wrong? If we fail, then what will everything leading us to this point have been for? Worst of all, if we fail, it's because we weren't aligned with the plan after all. Oh, I cannot bear even the thought of it. She's having second thoughts. Let me fuck with it up here. I like if you just don't have the double jump, I just don't think you can get in there.
Ought to keep moving, Commander.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
Sir Wiley said just as much. But when I showed the errors in his thinking, he stood down. So this time I thought killing you will hardly slow me. DeVries doesn't care if you live or die. Yeah, Sir Wiley said just as much. But when I showed the errors in his thinking, he stood down.
That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast.
Wiley also thought he could predict the future. Your plans will hold up. You think your plans will hold up better? You don't sound convincing. Try again with more feeling. I just want to handle this diplomatically. Wiley also thought he could predict the future. Think your plans will hold up better?
No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
I'll show you mercy, same as I did with the monastery hostages, if you tell me everything. Well, you're wrong.
But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path.
Clearly sincere and in over your head. I'd say you deserve a second chance. Fine. Truth is, I just don't want to get your blood in my armor. That one there, they'll be like, no it's not, dumbass. You're clearly sincere and in over your head. I'd say you deserve a second chance.
How can you say that without knowing me? And mean it? Your resolve is unmistakable. And it's quickly becoming all too clear I've no option left but to trust you. Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the Automax and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the Forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Monitor displays a map of the station, evidently annotated by DeVries. Her first team of agents is to hold the landing pad. The second team is to make their way through the turbine chamber. The third team is to guard the exit in the refinery. DeVries herself will make the broadcast booth, for the broadcast booth overlooking the Forum chamber where the delegates are to meet. So what's this?
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all going to scrap now.
Provost Iglesias? Important announcement. This message serves as a notice that Greater Tranquility Substation is to be decommissioned at the end of this month. Please speak to your direct supervisors for an update to your duties and details in your next posting. Remember with pride that all of your work here is making the Sovereign's vision of powerful planet-side communication relays a reality. We greatly thank your service in the Matriarch's name. Updates to emergency protocol. Be advised, should Greater Tranquility Substation move into lockdown procedures, see Article 2.13. For more details, the following mechanisms will be automatically activated. Emergency flood lighting, intercom sirens, landing pad ship enclosures. Note that these features can only be overridden by an administrator. Okay. So what? Landing pad enclosure? Landing pad ship enclosures. So if it goes into lockdown, you can't fly out. Roger that. Makes some kind of sense. So I'm guessing we're gonna find her. She's gonna try and leave. We can put the place into lockdown, maybe to stop her.
It seems your sovereign is regarded as being inept, shall we say? This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated.
We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
Ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people.
Box that typically contains a fuse to complete a power circuit. The fuse appears to be missing. Hack.
Instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
All other mechanicals in this sector are activated and are on patrol. Updated by unknown user. Do you wish to modify the existing patrol? Yes. Access by unknown user. Targeting protocol reverted to default station. So copying that to cartridge means I can just reuse that for future use, I would assume. Little optional area you couldn't get with the double jump. But it didn't really have much in it, but
DeVries' team must have gotten to these mechs first. I don't favor fighting on two fronts, but it's not looking like we have another choice.
hey, look, another choice. Sir cartridge is updated auto mechanical targeting protocols. This will turn mechanicals hostile against all unauthorized personnel. This panel controls deployed on mechanical. Permanently disable them. So I can do that one. And I'll fight everyone, including me. Or do that and just turn them off. Ah, fuck. A little bit of chaos. That's brutal. Whatever it's doing over there. Yeah, probably this.
You cannot improve perfection.
That was the only thing with this thing, you can't really headshot with it. Flaw, easily startled. You're so easily surprised that you always try to get the jump on enemies. Getting caught leaves you open to damage for a short time, but you're better at stealth now. Minus 25% footstep volume. Minus 25% NPC awareness detection rate. Your damage resistance and evasion are ignored for 8 seconds when caught by an investigating enemy. I don't need that. Again, for like a stealth character, like holy shit, that's massive.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Duplicitous.
Electrical dampers failing.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Worrisome. Imagine bringing Tristan on this. I could just be like, are they talking about fucking up my people? I should do something about this. Very stealthy options. Fan hazards. Massive blades of the massive blades of certain fans will make quick work of even the toughest Earth Directorate agent. However, with skillful use of your tactical time dilation gadget, you may be able to slip through unscathed. I was really expecting to just lose it by an inch and it just killed me.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleague found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I have doubts after hearing about your monastery.
would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation.
And a freelancer.
Do not appreciate insinuation that we allow chaos to run rampant on. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
I go this way, go over there, go that way. Broadcast booth? Why is that glowing so much? Feels like it wants me to shoot it to stop this.
Privacy, please!
That. Alright, well, we got past that.
According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
Hello.
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it.
Yeah, why are you still here?
Searching my records. Yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on my explosive friends. But I do not have eyes. This sector...
The Black Hat. Gain increased critical hit damage against automechs. If automech hacking is unlocked via the manual reset perk, automechs may now be hacked from a distance. It's really good. Both critical hit chance and hack distance increase with your hack skill. I mean, not good for my build, but... Yeah. Machine pistol, shot cannon... machine pistol, I guess. Lockpick 12? What kind of shit you got in there? Also, there's a trap, like, waiting for someone to open the door, I think.
That's a lot of supplies left unattended. Could be worth a quick look over.
Where are we talking about here? Commend you for seeking clarification on the decommissioning process. A wise subject is wise to ask questions. You are to package any item in the utility repository that is not deprecated and ready for export. The majority of the Varactin mines specifically are to be shipped to the cloister to bolster maintenance on the archive. However, several select units are to remain behind and receive a device installation. To test a new security measure, I am told please speak to Mechanist DeSoto if you wish to know the specifics. gun. Yeah, what supplies are we talking about? Like in here? Good thing I was collecting fuses. Oh, that's what those are. Oh, get away from me! I thought that was just telling me that there was mines to be got from in here. And that I may want. I don't need to go through the horrible toxic place. Oh wait, yes I did. That was close. Oh. Oh, nice. Probably could have actually just jumped in through there as well. Why would I remove the fuse? Oh, maybe for that door over there. This is just going to turn this off, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably because I could have got that and then used that over there if I realized that I already had many fuses. Wait, does that mean I can go take this one back? Yes. Sorry, one sec.
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
I love the idea that they use lamps instead of eyes. And that, to me, just sort of implies that they somehow thought about the idea of using the word lamps before using the word eyes. There's no way lamps is going to replace it, right? It's like they invented lamps before they realized, like, oh, our eyes see things. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of drones. Powers local automechanical bays with the proper codes. Deployment can be fully disabled. I don't know if that's gonna, the greater override code is gonna matter here. No more robot. Whoa. Infidel. Ow. Oh my god, they hurt.
Giving up? I can hear you spinning around like a little spy.
Can you do your ability on them, please? I guess maybe they can't teleport over there because there's an actual no bridge. Level up. Let's get observation up to 8. Guns could go up. Perks. Always have to wiggle the analog stick to go through this menu for some reason. There's just not many new perks that are really appearing for me, is there? I guess, I mean, I'm not really into a lot of the areas here. Some of these require multiple things. After killing a human, you have a chance to automatically harvest their heart. Each of these trophies increase your max health permanently. Humans you kill that don't fight back or weren't hostile when you attack them will always have their heart harvested. Okay. There's no these I really want. Well, more magazine size, why not? Lot of bullet. Like a ridiculous amount of bullet. What is taking that gonna do? Turn this off? No. I can't put it back in, so... Oh, I'd have to take them and get them down there, so... combat music playing.
Time to earn my commission.
Do we fight? Oh, we're doing this again, aren't we?
What are you doing, Billy? End this fight on my feet. Back in business.
Probably heal. One of them would one-shot me, I think, currently.
Back in business.
Where's the... I thought this was a melee weapon. Oh.
Going out of sight.
Hold on, I'm checking out the new gun. Seems like it'd be pretty good. Where is the rifle I'm looking for? I swear it was yeah, death sentence. There we go. Although, why does it seem like it's doing way less damage than it was before?
Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around like a
Back in business.
Commander, watch your vitals.
Just does ridiculous headshot damage. Ridiculous, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They're ready for it.
Regular duck pop.
There's the elevator. Getting close now.
Put this back on in case she ambushes with robots. Classic little enemy rooms. Don't see those anymore. Little enemy spawn rooms. I wonder if we are actually going to stop her here. And then it's going to be like, oh, there's an even bigger threat. Like something comes out of the rifts. Broadcast records. Scrolling through the records, you note 3 entries in particular. July 23-27. Video and intercom systems enabled for the Sovereign's annual address. Broadcasting throughout station and system is complete. 2341 intercom system enabled to commence decommission procedures. Yeah. For reason undisclosed. Broadcasting throughout station still in progress. Summation of the Sovereigns 23/27. Hold up. What? The Sovereign announces the creation of the Vox Initiative and how it will serve the people well for centuries to come. Sovereign thanks the Order of the Ascendant for their steadfast and thorough research, promising great scientific advancement in the years to come. Finally, the Sovereign announces the birth of his first child, Henry. The Sovereign trusts everyone will embrace his son as their beloved leader when the time is right. Important, before this address is broadcast to Arcadian subjects, all footage must be edited and submitted to the Office of the Council for approval. The designated editor has specifically been advised to elaborate upon the Sovereign's language regarding his son. Affectionate words inspire affection and kind. There's supposed to be some kind of big revelation with that. So, as the decommissioning process widens down here at the Greater Tranquility Substation, can't help but look about and reminisce on all that was done here. We've had magnificent technological strides here, as you've been so generously to point out in your many visits. My hope is that our research will prove abundantly fruitful as the Vox program is initiated. With this final send-off and a toast to the matriarch, allow me to say that delivering your good word, my dear Sovereign, to the people of Arcadia has been the greatest honor of my life. Interesting. Maybe.
By the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight pales in comparison to action. We acquired Fairfield from the Protectorate. You recall? This was a decisive victory over a strategic location which promises high returns.
So you think your people should rule? Can I remind you that you failed to gain ground or even gain the Vox relay yourself? Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's Choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. My projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Annie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen...
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have got Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
Arcadia is fit to host such discussions. It is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Good thing she didn't loot everyone on her way up here. All for me.
No, damn you.
Alright, now's the save. There she is.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why.
Can you get our message from the monastery? Our arrival was hardly a surprise.
Yes, I do recall your begging me not to do this. Hardly the work of a master negotiator, let alone two. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
Not so fast, fiend. I'm here to stop you and restore justice. Alright, tell me what the peace talks have to do with the rifts. You're killing them for the greater good. Again, you really need some new material. This isn't Horizon Point. I'm going to stop you just like I did with Regents. Or maybe I should kill you now and save everyone the trouble. Yeah, what do they have to do with the rifts? Well, I guess they'll try and work on, like, closing them.
Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology.
I'm here for revenge. I don't care about the technology or any excuses you have. You're doing this because you have a grudge against Auntie's Choice. Great. So what was Horizon Point test run?
No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started.
Much to ask here.
And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No, I did the right thing at Horizon Point, despite the cost. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander.
Don't tell me what to do, ever. Pipe down over there, I'm trying to have a discussion.
How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. Yes, Commander. You said to try and hold on to my humanity. But ain't this a just cause? Preventing the deaths of these delegates? You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse.
There's another way. You just haven't considered it yet. Speech 1? Seems like you're more concerned with the order staying pure than anything else. You made a good point. These peace talks are a farce. Only lead us to Rune. Rune are the ones who suffered 1,000 points. Save your tears for someone else. I'm curious. Well, the fact that this is speech 1 makes me think this is a trap.
Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. The fact that they're even entertaining a partnership with a void-damned corporation puts the lie to that. Proves they'll sell their precious beliefs if it's convenient enough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet.
Savannah.
Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment.
Not until
I see
speech
now
5
that my
rolled up.
judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know.
You rigged this place
I've
to blow
recovered
up.
a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. Because, whether you believe it or not, you are the picture of an Earth Directorate agent. Competent, resourceful, tenacious.
I guess cutthroat, conniving, and dangerous aren't in Earth Directorate's lexicon. Thanks, I try my best every day. Why, make me blush. That's a lot of shit and you know it.
Stop speaking, Commander, before I take back what I just said. I need to believe that you're actually what you appear to be. As for me, I've reached the limit of what I can do here. But you can still save us. And that cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Oh, here we go. I was thinking, yeah, DeVries will be dealt with here, and then the rifts will... something will happen with them.
Station's not gonna hold up against that rip for long. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Hold on. Read what the gun does. Has near perfect accuracy, has no fall off point for bullet damage by range, has a custom modular scope with variable zoom, toggle with quick melee. Oh. Perfect accuracy and no damage fall. If I can put a suppressor on this, this is the gun I would want for a stealth playthrough.
Follow me, quick!
Shit! That rift's expanding! Pick up the pace!
Why was Inez here? Inez. She didn't talk during that conversation one time. She already getting her ship and leave?
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines.
I just do whatever the fuck I want now.
The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see
I really
fit.
wasn't doing that anyway.
No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted. There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help facilitate this. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
I'm just gonna start pressing buttons on the astrogator and see where we end up. I'll have an easier time dealing with any rifts if I get the modulator. Yeah, that sounds good.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal.
Tell me what it says.
Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Alright. Acquire that. Talk Auntie's Choice or the Order into helping take the archive. Protectorate defenses of the archive may be hard to topple on your own. Oh, okay, so we're asking them for help because the Protectorate, like, has that shit. Fucking Milver Street quest still there.
What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? Then why'd you do it? That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. That's really as much remorse as you can muster. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all of it.
Cringe. It'll be fine. And I love how the ship just gets populated with more and more stuff. What was that again? So that's not my personal computer. I'm assuming that one's mine.
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. Assuming DeVries sticks to her change of heart. Reckon my being present for the dramatic rescue will gain me some clout with Auntie's Choice. Just got 2 or 3 more incidents like this to win my way back in, I'd say. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at just the right time, right in the middle of the peace talks. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. Nature will always defeat us. But we can learn to work with it, like with the Rift Tech. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. I'd agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to seek out certainty. Still, think we ought to pay the undisputed claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can get to close these rifts. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy's survival is of far more consequence than our loyalties. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
What are we standing around jawing for? There's mayhem and murdering to be done.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. May all our...
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
Need some alone time for now.
I guess that message just doesn't go to the terminal if I don't, if I hear it from thingy. What did I just get? Not sure. A new point of view. I don't see it. Righto. I'll do me on this for now. That's a good spot to leave it. Solid little 4 hours.